Hi, gorgeous ladies. How are you? I hope you're having a beautiful day. Good to see you so many on this live session today. So if you're joining us for the very first time, we have never met before. My name is Raymonda and I am the founder of the Women in Business community. It's so exciting to see so many of you here today. So make sure you use the chat box, introduce yourself, let me know where in the world you are and what kind of business or an idea you're currently working on. So today's session is all about startup success. Where do you start when you're just starting out in business? So many ladies have reached out to us and asked me, how do I start a business? Where do I begin? What are the first steps in establishing my idea and turning it into business? So almost every single time that I do live on our Instagram account, I get these questions. So I decided to host today's workshop, specifically addressing all the questions to do with starting out your business. And there are so many women starting out businesses. Every single year, every single month, there are women coming out with different ideas, concepts. They're turning their side hustles into full-time work, or just starting something turning their passion into a business. So I'm really excited to have so many of you here. Like I said, let me know where you're joining from today. Use the chat box throughout. I have prepared some slides as well, but I want to get to know you a little bit before we actually begin. So let me read some of your comments, ladies, today. So I have Ola from Global Resources. She's into events planning and online gift store, starting a business in gift store. We are based in Nigeria right now. Then I have Adelina. Hi, Adelina. I'm real estate agent from Platinum Real Estate. I'm very excited to join this workshop. I'm from Berksfield, CA. We have Missa here. Hi, Missa. I'm making wholesale food, timber, flooring, wood logs. I'm very excited to join with the Business Women group. Amazing. Adelina is here. Hi, Adelina. Vivian is here. So Vivian says, I just started bookkeeping, accounting, and tax company in Toronto, Canada. Amazing. I have Toronto on my vision board and I cannot wait to visit there as well. We also have Natasha from No Cakes Better. So excited to be here. So Natasha is already existing member of our community of the Women in Business Club. Yes, she is from London, UK, and she is in cake making business and also starting to educate other women how to start a business and cake business. So welcome here, Natasha. We got Kirsty here from London, and she's a business coach. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So ladies, if you're joining today's session, do make sure you introduce yourself, because one, you can get to know each other and maybe even meet your potential clients or, just make business friends, but also to let me know what kind of business you're in so I can help you and support you along the way. So today's session will be approximately 1 hour long. So what I'd like you to do is make sure you switch off any distractions, because today is going to be a truly value-packed session. The only way I run sessions like this, like live masterclasses, or obviously for those who are maybe watching this on replay as well, I try to really give a lot of value, because I appreciate you being here and I value and respect your time and also my time as well. So I want you to get something out of this session today. So if you pay attention, if you take notes and listen in today's session, I guarantee you that you're going to walk away with incredible value. And at the end of this session, I do have some really, really juicy bonus for you ladies. One of our valuable workbooks, and it is truly going to help you launch your business into success. So make sure you stick till the end, because I will be giving away this free workbook to you ladies that has not been available outside of our members club. So you don't want to miss on that. So let's see, who else do we have? Karishma. Hi, Karishma. I'm just starting my business in transformation coaching, energy healing. I'm based in England. Amazing, Karishma. And I'm sure we met at our last event as well. We got Lakeisha here. Hi, Lakeisha. Angela, starting a new online jewelry business in the UK. I have an existing business, but I'm closing that one and changing to a new one. Very exciting. Amazing. So I'm going to share my slides with you. Once they do pop up, let me know that you can see them okay. And I will be keeping an eye out for your comments. I have another screen here, so not to miss a beat, and just to make sure that I can see your comments and questions if you have any. If you have any questions, just post in the chat box and I will make sure to answer them as we go along. Right, so hopefully you can see my slides right now. I do have a little bit of a cough, so I might have a sip of tea as we go along. This weather in the UK has been a little bit crazy lately, so yeah, I have a bit of sore throat. So ladies, Startup Success Masterclass. Welcome to this masterclass. If you're here for the very first time, you have never joined on one of my workshops, you're in for a treat because I'd love to give away as much value as I can to support other female entrepreneurs. I have been in business for the last 10 years and I know what it's like to start up a business. But one of my key passions is to help other female entrepreneurs start their own businesses. That is an absolute passion of mine, and I love seeing new ideas, new businesses being born and taken from an idea into reality, because I've been there multiple times and I love the whole process, and there's nothing else that excites me more than seeing somebody else's vision and idea and dream come to reality. So my name is Ramonda Yankunete, and I am the founder of the Women in Business community. We have been around for 2 years, but more on that a little bit later. And some of these ladies are my mentoring clients, mentees that I have worked with this year. And here we are celebrating a launch of a brand new business for these ladies. So yeah, this was maybe a month or 2 ago, and I thought, you know what a better way to start today's workshop than to show you that other women are there doing what it is that you're doing. When these ladies started working with me a couple months ago, they just had merely an idea, and we went through the whole process of creating their business, and it has been such an exciting journey. So this is what I want for you ladies, to have a successful business. So let's get started. So what can you learn in today's session? So a few things that we will be covering in today's session is where to begin with your idea. So if you have an idea, or if you're early stages of your business, where do you actually begin? So I will be sharing some of the technical stuff about business, about marketing, about mindset as well, because mindset is probably one of the key things or key components to success and really sticking through it when sometimes times are difficult. And I'm not saying that times are easy, because I've been in business for 10 years, so some people have the perception, oh, it's easy for you to say that. No, I have the same struggles. I have the same mindset, things that holds me back. I think we all struggle with the same things, but it's just how do we deal with it? So I want to share some tips with you today on that. We'll talk about how to launch your business, because launching a business is one of the key components when you're starting out a business and you want to put it out to the world. So how do you actually go about launching your business? Have any of you ladies already launched your business or thinking about launching your business right now? Let me know in the comments. So also, there are a few common mistakes that a lot of entrepreneurs make, and I want to touch on that and help you kind of avoid them or go differently about those things that, most entrepreneurs make these mistakes. So I want to help you not make the same mistakes that everyone makes. So there's a few other bits, few other topics along the way. And then, of course, there is a huge bonus at the end. I'll be giving away one of our workbooks of how to have a massive launch from a tiny list or a tiny audience. And that will take you step by step of a launch process. So that's one of our valuable workbooks within our members club. So Natasha says, yes, I'm rebranding my business as a startup. Amazing. That's fantastic. So today's workshop, this is a live workshop. If you're here right now, some ladies might be watching this on replay, but even if you're watching this on replay, I hope you get lots of value, and do make sure you let us know that you're watching this on replay as well. So who's this workshop for? So this workshop is for striving entrepreneurs. So if you want to become your own business owner, entrepreneur, have a freedom lifestyle, maybe you are in service-based business, so maybe you deliver a service, maybe you want to become a virtual assistant, or become a coach, or any other kind of service that you provide for consumers or other businesses. You may be also a product-based businesses. business. I love product-based businesses, and I think it's really, really exciting because instead of having a digital product or an idea or something online, having a physical product is actually quite exciting, but a little bit different to that of a service-based business. So maybe you just have an idea. Maybe you just have an idea and you're like, where do I actually begin? This workshop is also for you because we'll be covering some of the basics, but some of the other areas that, even as existing business, you may have not covered. I guarantee you that you will be inspired, motivated, and also have a lot of value out of it. So make sure you switch off all distractions, grab yourself pen and paper, maybe a cup of tea or coffee, a biscuit. I haven't got a biscuit here, if anyone cared to bring me one. And let's begin. I'm really excited. Also, if you have a side hustle or you want to turn your side hustle into a full-time business, or you have some skills and you want to turn it into a business, this workshop is for you. So lots of ladies thinking about rebranding and launching a business. Amazing. That's really cool. I love the whole process of branding and relaunching a new business. I think that's one of the most exciting, parts of your journey, because this is where the whole creative aspect, happens. This is where you turn your ideas into reality, and that's the first step. And that is a really exciting part of stage where you're at. So just a little bit about myself if we haven't met before. So I am an entrepreneur. I have been an entrepreneur for the last 10 years, maybe a little bit longer if you count a few other side hustles that I used to do when I was much younger. I'm also a mentor. I'm a speaker. Earlier this year, I was also a lecturer at university teaching startups or teaching students of how to start up a business. So I was teaching entrepreneur practice at university, actually university where I graduated from, maybe 7 or 8 years ago. And that was really, really cool because I got to work with the students at the same place where I was, several years ago. And that is where my very first idea to start my own business, really started. This is where it seeded at university. So my first business was actually in sustainability and sustainable drinking water business. And I was only 21 years old when I started my first business. I'm really passionate about entrepreneurship because, like I said, I've been doing this for quite a few years, and I've been through the ups and downs of running a business, establishing a business, making it commercial, branding it, launching it. I've been through the whole journey, and I'm still really, really passionate about it because there are many lessons that I have learned along the way, and now I am able to support others in doing so. I'm really passionate about technology and actually innovation because those things help us build businesses and propel, and you can stay ahead of the curve with having that innovation mindset. I love supporting other female entrepreneurs in starting up their own businesses because, like I said, I've been there, I've done it, but now it's my time to actually give back something and teach others what it is that I've learned over the last few years. I lived in the UK for the last 16 years, and originally I am from Lithuania and the Baltics, but I live in London for the last 16 years. I love traveling, so most of the places that you ladies have mentioned today either have been or will be traveling soon. I'm not sure what else to say about myself. Tell me more about yourself in the chat box. What are the things that you are really passionate about? I would love to get to know you. What really drives you? Doesn't have to be business related. It could just be some of your passions that you have. So share it in a chat box, and I'd love to read a little bit more about you because it's not just about me on this workshop, right? So I want to tell you a little bit more about the journey of the Women in Business community, because the Women in Business Club didn't really happen by plan. I didn't have a plan when we started out with the Women in Business community. I had an idea to host the very first Women in Business event because I wanted to bring together like-minded female entrepreneurs here in London and actually help them connect, start conversations, see what other businesses there are, and just really create that supportive community feel. So the first event was in May 2017 with absolutely zero plan. I just put on an event on Eventbrite, I called the Women in Business and got together some speakers, and I hosted this event. Now we had 140 people register for this event, and we had a room full of women. We literally ran out of seats. People were joining the waiting list, and it was incredible success. I had no plan for this, but what happened during this first event that I saw so many female entrepreneurs need this platform. They need this community. They want to have this safe space to share ideas, to come together, to network, to meet, and to just have this place where it's for female entrepreneurs. After the first event, I had lots of messages, lots of calls, and women saying, "What is the next event?" I was like, hold on a minute. I haven't got a plan here. I said, I don't know when is the next event because I didn't really plan for this to be successful. I was just doing for the passion. So by request of so many females, so many women, I hosted a second event in September 2017. So the same year, got through the summer, and I thought, okay, let's do this again because I had lots of fun. Again, the second event was really successful, and people that attended said, wow, this was amazing. You should really do some more of these events, and you should come to another city and do these events. And I thought, wow, how can I replicate this event experience and take it outside of just being physically located in London? Because I started to connect with women all around the world. I started to connect through social media, through my personal Facebook, through a group that I created. And I just saw this whole movement of women starting out businesses. And I thought, wow, we need this space. We need this safe community for women. So I got together some of my closer connections, the new ladies that came into my network, and I created this idea to host an international summit. So same event, but only virtually, reaching, women all around the world. So we had 14 speakers, some from the UK, some from Canada, some from America, Europe, Australia. So we had women joining from all over the world to be speakers, and also those tuning in with business ideas and, being part of the 2-day event that I created. Now, after that international summit, I realized, wow, we tested the waters. There is a huge demand for what it is that we've been doing. There is a huge demand for the ideas, the learning, the platform to share the expertise, and, to have women sharing their voice and others learning from the mistakes and all the lessons that other female entrepreneurs have, created. So the first year was really about just testing ideas, creating the ideas, testing the waters, seeing if there is any demand. And I want you to not only listen to the story from a perspective of what I achieved, but I want you to listen to the story from a learning perspective of what it is that I've done along the way. Like I said, before starting Women in Business, I had no plan, and I didn't really anticipate for this to happen. I had a completely different vision of what I would be doing. I was actually at the time doing fundraising for businesses in technology, and I was raising, anywhere from 250 to £1,000 to £5 million for tech businesses. So I had a pretty successful career, if you like, before I started this. I was still entrepreneurial. I was still building my own businesses. But that was sort of my side hustle that I was doing as well at the same time, and building an online platform and lots of other things. So I was busy. I didn't plan for this. Now, after the March summit, I thought, wow, we have so much incredible content. We have 14 hours of these women sharing stories, sharing their expertise, really giving practical tips and ideas. And I thought, we need to create something here because there is a huge need for it. So after testing the waters, we started to create the Women in Business brand. We started to create the logo that you see right in front of you. We started to define our colors, what it is that we stand for. So the empowered women empower women was a tagline, because this is what we believe, that if we empower other women to with knowledge, with skills, with the mindset and the tools to be successful, in return they will go back and teach others. They will come back and empower other people with the knowledge and success that they have achieved. So this was our tagline and our ethos, our values for our brand. It was really born from this one idea, this one event idea that went incredibly successfully. And then I thought, well, we need to do something here. So over 2 or 3 months, created a brand, started social media accounts, our Instagram, our Facebook. We didn't even have Facebook page when we were running the events and, in the first 1 year. So we were really just starting out June 2018. So that is when everything was born. And then we're holding another event in June 2018, which was our summer event and a celebration. And I'll show you a picture later on from one of those events. And that was our official Women in Business Members Club launch. So the Members Club became a platform for female entrepreneurs to join and be part of and be able to access resources, workshops, expert training, ebooks, and that sort of thing that we actually created. And that's where we set off on this journey. So for the next year, we started to actually run the community as a business, as a platform, as a place where we can have members who are part of this community who help us actually help more people. So through the next year, in the first few months, we actually got to the first 10,000 followers on our Instagram account, which was mind-blowing because I absolutely had no idea or no plan and no idea just how successful this would be. And in the first 1 year, we got to the first 100,000 followers, which blew my mind. And it changed everything for our business. So you got to have the right idea and the right time for things to really work out. And actually, you need to put in the work to make it happen, because it wouldn't have happened unless I actually put in the work, unless at the right time I realized that, this little passion project that I had, this thing that I was just doing for a bit of fun, starting to really pick up and create velocity. And now it's the time to actually turn it into a business, turn it into a platform, right? So, but success doesn't happen overnight. And this whole point of me getting here has taken it probably 10 years to get to where I am today. So success doesn't happen overnight. And despite what other people may say, oh, I just launched this product and it was success just like this, it just happened. It doesn't just happen, unfortunately, as much as I'd love to tell you otherwise and say, hey, just do this one thing and success is going to happen. No, you actually do have to put in the work. You have to put in some work behind it. So it doesn't happen by itself. But this is our journey. This is our timeline of how things happened. I've never shared it like this before. And it's not very often I actually tell people the story of how Women in Business came to exist. But this is our story. And I know and I hope that in 1 year or 2 years' time, you will be sharing your success story with other people and telling them how you got here where you are today. So let's begin. Where did we actually start? So everything really starts with the mindset for success. Many people start out businesses, but they actually haven't got the grit to see it through. Many people actually give up at the first hurdle. And in order to be successful in business, you really need to actually start working on your mindset and be prepared for the things to come. So here are some of the things that I have realized over the years that are really, really important in order to succeed and have that longevity in your business. So Your plan A isn't always going to turn out. And I found it a difficult way when my first business failed when I was 23 years old. It was a difficult and painful pill to swallow. So that was my plan A. And I was adamant that it's going to work. Do or die, it's going to work and I'm going to make it work. And after 3 years or 4 years of working on this idea, on this business, I couldn't make it commercially. And actually, I had to shut it down with a broken heart and a broke pocket. So, plan A isn't always going to work out, but you got to be willing to do what it takes to be, successful, to pursue your ideas, to pursue your vision, and do what it takes. Sometimes the plan A isn't going to work out, but there's always a plan B, there's always plan C, and there's nothing wrong in pivoting. There's nothing wrong in learning from your mistakes. There's nothing wrong in failing and realizing that there is actually a different way of doing it, right? There's nothing wrong in that. So you got to be willing to do what it takes. You got to be willing to fail. Fail fast if you have to. The faster you fail or the faster you learn the lesson, the quicker you can get on plan B or on the right route where you're meant to be. And you got to be willing to try again, because guess what? It will happen. You will fail at some stage. You may not fail at the whole business, but you will fail at small things. But you have to be willing to accept it, learn the lesson, and move on and dust yourself off and keep going, because it will not be easy. You will face some failures and difficulties along the way. So let me just read a few comments. Kirsty says, I recently hosted an event and I loved it, and now have people wanting to join in. Absolutely. That is amazing feeling when you do something and it works. Maybe you're just testing waters like I did, 2 years ago. So Precious is here. Hi ladies, I'm Precious. I'm 19 and I think I'm the youngest member. I started my online business and I've partnered with an international company with amazing health and beauty products. The products sell out worldwide, but I must admit I have been struggling. It's been 4 months and I haven't sold any products. It has been really discouraging. I'm not sure what else to do. I'm very excited to have such a platform to learn from. I'm looking forward to learning from all of the awesome ladies on this webinar. Amazing. Really good to have you here, Precious. So we're talking about mindset to success. Mindset is probably the first thing that will either make you give up or help you succeed. And that's really important, to pay attention to your mindset. What are the stories that you tell yourself every morning? What are the things that you do to fuel your mindset in the right direction, as opposed to sabotaging yourself, right? So in business, in entrepreneurship, you will face criticism. You will always have the naysayers. You will always have non-believers, even within your own friend circle, your family circle. There will be people who say, that's a silly idea, right? You will come across that over and over and over again. But you have to be able to take that criticism with a pinch of salt and know that not everyone understands what it is that you're doing. Not everyone knows your purpose and your why and your reason of why you're doing this, right? Even my own family didn't understand why I was doing this, or what is this thing that I'm doing in business. They didn't really understand it until everybody else started to recognize my success. They're like, oh, this is going well. Well done. Keep doing it. A few years ago, they told me to go and get a job, and they celebrated when I actually got a temp job at a law firm, when I was 25. Things change. But any criticism or naysayers, just take it with a pinch of salt and keep believing in yourself, because that will be really, really important for your success. Now, like I said, things not always going to be going smoothly, or there isn't always going to be, a good day. Sometimes you're going to have bad days. So the most important thing that you're actually able to stay positive when the going gets tough, because there will be days that will be difficult. So just stay positive. Find things that makes you happy. Find things that lights you up. And, any reason to be positive. If you can stay positive, you will conquer any challenges along the way. So sometimes in as entrepreneurs, we tend to be a little bit stubborn and we tend to have different ideas than everybody else do. That is one of the reasons why we often start a business, because we want to do things better. We want to do things differently. We want to solve world's problems. We think that we have a better idea than everybody else, right? In not arrogant, but in a way that, you know what? We can do this better. And that is one of the reasons why entrepreneurs become own business owners and entrepreneurs, because we like to go against the grain. We like to do things differently. So sometimes, and very often, you'll have to do things differently in order to succeed. If you're going to do things the same way that everybody else have done it, then how are you going to stand out? How are you going to be different? So in order for you to succeed, you got to go against the grain and be a little bit different. Be you, right? So here are my key 5 things for mindset, preach that I have for you today. The last thing that I want to say on this topic is that it will not be easy, but I'm promising you that it's going to be worth it at the end. So stick with it. Okay, so we have Crystal here as well. Hi everyone, I'm Crystal, founder of Candle Wax and Wicks. I make delicious wax melts and will be venturing into candles, working on some products right now. So I'm excited to be here and learning from this amazing woman. Amazing woman. Thank you so much, Crystal. Good to have you here. So I want to ask you, and Crystal, you will love this because I know you, quite a few ladies actually love the self-care element, and that is, I love self-care element. But more than that, you want to be pursuing a business that is truly aligned to you as an individual, of who you are. Does it really represent who you are? Does it actually represent your values and the vision for the future? Very often when people say to me, should I start this idea? Should I, is it a good idea? I ask them, why are you starting this business? What's the reason? Why do you want this business? Is it because you want to be successful? Is it because you want to serve a particular audience? Maybe you're really passionate about the subject, right? Maybe you're passionate about what you do. Maybe these are your core skills and you would love to do what you love, right? You want to wake up every morning and know that you are doing what it is that you love, right? So I always say that in life, you can do anything, right? You can do anything. You can become a doctor, you can become a lawyer, you can run a business, you can invest, you can have family, you can do anything. But the difference is you can't do everything at once, right? You can't do everything because we are limited of how much of ourselves do we have, how much time do we have. So very often we have a choice to make. Am I going to work full time? Or am I going to pursue my idea? Am I going to start up my own business? And if it's my own business, what kind of business is it going to be? So you can't do anything. You can do anything, but you can't do everything. So it becomes a choice. And that choice that you make is really, really important for your future. And, whether you're going to make mistakes or whether you're going to be successful, everything comes down to that choice that you make. So when you make that choice to pursue your business or your idea, think about a few things. Think about your vision of the future. What is your vision of your business or where it's going? What is your vision? Don't just listen to what everyone else is doing or what everyone else is saying or what your family is telling you to do. Think about yourself. Think about where it is that you want to be in 1 year, 2 year, 5 years time, right? How do you actually see your future? And I'm not just saying, oh, I'm going to be really successful, I'm going to be rich or whatever. It's about what's the lifestyle that you're going to create for yourself, right? Do you actually, the reason why I chose entrepreneurship is because I don't want to be sitting on dirty commute trains every morning and having to put up with traffic and, commuting into London every single day. I really don't want to do that. That's not a lifestyle for me. I want to have freedom. And that is the reason why I chose entrepreneurship, because I like freedom. I like to make my own choices. I like to work when it is that I want, when I feel motivated or inspired to do something. I want to work and live on my own terms. So that's my choice, and that's my reason why I chose to be an entrepreneur. So you got to think about, what is your choice? Why are you pursuing this business? What kind of lifestyle do you want to live? And what passion do you have? Is what you're doing fueling your passion, right? Are you feeling aligned to your business? Do you truly feel aligned to your business? And what I found, that when I became truly aligned to my purpose and to doing something that I felt really, really passionate about, like supporting other female entrepreneurs in business, that's when my business became really successful, beyond measure, beyond belief, right? When I became 100% aligned to what it is that I wanted to do and what I felt was, my core value. So that was me. And Natasha says, yeah, I had to make a choice. I know some people don't like everything I do, but it works for others. Exactly. So you got to make a choice for yourself. You can't be making choice for other people. Of course, you have to take into consideration your husband or your partner or your children or your family sometimes. But a lot of the time it's between you and yourself. You got to make a decision for yourself. And if you're going to be successful, everyone else will be happy. Trust me, because I've been there. I've made a choice to do this. Not always my family were supportive, but now they are. So I want to talk about some mistakes that every entrepreneur makes, most of entrepreneurs make as they go along. The first, and everyone is guilty of this, especially at the starting point, we tend to overthink it. We go into this, overthinking, over boiling pot of ideas, and we've got to perfect it, we've got to do it like this, maybe like that. We just tend to overthink it, right? We want to see the whole journey before we take the first step. We want to plan it all out. Tell me, if you are on this webinar right now, if you are the kind of person to overthink everything and try to plan and try to have an answer for everything before you make a start. Because maybe you're not, but a lot of people are overthinkers. And by doing that, you're stopping yourself from taking action. When you overthink things and you want to have an answer and you want to have a plan before you take action, you're stopping yourself from succeeding. You're actually stopping yourself from taking that next step because you're thinking. And guess what? It's not actually getting you to the next step. Look at this picture, right? I love this picture because it really represents something. So it's like a little idea that you have. But an idea is this thing that you can't really put your finger on, right? But you have an idea, you have a vision, but in order for you to create a full light bulb, the full idea to come to life, you have to go from step 1 to step 2 to step 3 to step 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10, right? The problem is that you want to have the answers to every single step. But you won't have the answer to step 2 or step 3 unless you take the step 1, right? So what you need to do is actually test the waters. You need to just take that first step and be like, okay, I've learned the lesson. I've figured it out. Actually, it doesn't work like that. Maybe I'm going to tweak it, because you can't have the answer for everything straight away. So Lakeisha says, yes, 100%. You're so right. Overthinking, but thank God I still go ahead. Exactly. Taking action. So what I want you to do is stop overthinking and just take one step at a time. Because with every step that you take, new wisdom will come to life. You will learn new things. You will figure it out. You will pivot. You will change. You will learn something new. You will add something. You will take something away. And that is the beauty of taking action. The idea that you have is just an idea right now. But if you start taking action over time, you'll make it a reality. So that's my little tip for overthinking. Stop it, right? Stop it. Now, the next reason why people overthink and don't take an action is because they strive for perfection. Now, give me hands up if you are a perfectionist and you want everything to be perfect before taking action or before launching or before putting something out, an idea, a website, a landing page, an email, whatever it is. Are you one that strives for perfection? Now, again, if you strive for perfection and if you're going to wait for everything to be perfect, no mistakes, everything is done beautifully, you will never take action. You will never put anything out there. And let me tell you something. When you create something, when you start a business, things will never, ever be done. Things will never, ever be perfect, right? Even when you create a website, you will always want to improve. When you start an email sequence, a launch, whatever it is, you will always want to make it better. There will always be things to be done, improved. It never ends. So stop waiting for perfection. Stop striving for it, because just put it out there. If people love you and people will think it's a good idea, they'll think it despite it, right? I can't tell you, our website is not perfect. Our email sequences aren't perfect. Our landing pages aren't perfect, because what we want is to get things out there, right? Get things out there. People will give you feedback. You will learn things as you go along. Stop striving for perfection, because you'll never get it out there. Oh my God. Vivian says, yeah, that's me. All right. I know, I'm a perfectionist too. I'm guilty. But the difference is you can strive for perfection, but still put things out there when it's not perfect. And you have to be okay with that, because you'll wait forever for things to be done, right? Just put something out there. Oh my God, Natasha says, for real, I just run ahead too fast sometimes. Ramonda has to rein me in. Yeah, but Natasha, you're an action taker. And I love that about you. Okay, things are not perfect. Let's put it out there. Let's try it. But guess what? Every time you've done it, you've learned a valuable lesson. Even if you made a mistake, you reined it back in. I'm like, okay, let me change it. Let me fix it, because you'll never be perfect. Another big thing that entrepreneurs do is seek for approval. That is a holy grail of failure. If you continuously seek for approval, you will never get it out there, right? Not everyone is going to love you. Not everyone is going to say to you, oh, you're amazing. Guess what? Sometimes you might just put a post out and nobody likes it. Nobody leaves a comment. Nobody shares it. And then you're thinking to yourself, oh my goodness, are you seeking for that approval all the time? It's like, well, no one liked it, no one done that, so I'm not going to do next time, because, oh my God, what if I put myself out there and no one is watching my video or whatever? Stop seeking for approval and do it because you love it. When you're doing it because you love it, people will show up. When you're showing up for other people, people will come and show up and support you. But if you're there waiting and begging for approval, you're just going to get people away from you, because that's not the energy you want to be going out with. You want to be going out with confident energy and just like, this is me. This is my place, and this what I own, and this is who I am. Own your place on this earth and stop waiting for approval. And another area is people want to make excuses of, oh, let me just go and get another qualification. Let me just do a degree. Let me just do this one course. And then I'm going to start a business. And then I'm going to launch. And then I'm going to start my coaching business. You don't need another qualification. So many entrepreneurs became super successful. They didn't even finish school, right? Look at Richard Branson and so many other entrepreneurs that become uber successful, and they never even finished school. You don't need another qualification. Since I graduated, I went off to law school after I graduated, and I've done that as well. And guess what? I have never had to show my qualification to anybody. I don't even know where it is. It's somewhere in a drawer. I forgot all about it because it was so long ago. No one asked for qualification. It all comes as a result of experience. So go out there and take action. Stop waiting for approval or to get another qualification. And all of these things just leads you to start too late. So then somebody else has done it. It's just too late because somebody else has already taken that spot. So don't wait, because there'll be somebody else doing it. By the time you wait for perfection, by the time you finish overthinking it, just take action. And I love action takers, because when you're an action taker, you land on the job. And that's when you become successful, because you just keep taking action. Doesn't matter. You just keep taking action. That's what's the most important thing. Another big thing about entrepreneurs and startups, they not focus on the money. I know we all love what we do. We do it because we are passionate about it, because we are aligned, we are driven, all of those things. But if you're not focused on the money, you will end up having to go back and get yourself a job. So if you truly passionate about what you do and who you are and what you're trying to do with your business, also focus on the money. Because if you're not bringing in the money, eventually your business will fold, right? Focus on the sales. Take a note of the sales that you make. Take a note of the money that you have coming in. Because if you're not bringing in the money, then what business are you running? And if that business isn't working financially, then change it, right? Who was it on this webinar earlier? They said, I haven't made a sale. Is it Precious? So Precious said, I haven't made a sale. Precious, have a step back and think, okay, do I need to change something here? If I'm not making sales with this business, no matter how much I believe in it and things like that, well, if it's not bringing in the money, how am I going to survive? How am I going to sustain myself? How am I going to invest in my business? How am I going to grow? So also focus on the money, because if your business isn't paying for itself, then who is, right? Then you're going to have to go and get yourself a job, and that's not where you want to be. And then another reason why people fail or not really make a mistake in this area is that people don't launch their ideas properly. They overthink it, they strive for perfection, they create something, and now I'm ready, I'm going to put something out there. And I finished launching I finished creating a website and all the things, and then they say, I'm going to launch it tomorrow. Oh, what have you done to launch it? Have you already gain some momentum? Have you got people expecting you to launch this? Are there already people waiting and talking about it? And have you driven some audience to what you're doing? Have you talked about it already? Talked about you creating this product or service, right? If you say, oh, finish the website, I'm going to launch it tomorrow, I'm just going to put it out there, and I'm just going to put it on Twitter, on Facebook, Instagram, bam, 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 that's it. I've launched. I have a business. And then people just sit there and like, there's no sales. There's actually no sales. Okay, let's try again. Let's put it out there again. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, groups, emails, no sales. Why there's no sales? Because you haven't launched it properly. A launch is something that you plan for a while and you gain that momentum and you get people interested in what it is that you're doing before you actually put it out there. You doing that for long enough and creating that anticipation in advance will result in sales. But if you haven't built warm audience, if you haven't done that legwork initially and you launched your idea or your business on day one without doing anything beforehand, no one is waiting for you, right? It's like standing on the street and saying, hey, I have this product, come and buy it, come and buy it, come and buy it. And I was like looking at you like, is she crazy? I don't know who she is. I don't know what this product does. I don't know why I should even bother with this. I'm just going to walk past before she catches my eye, right? That's how people will keep walking by and they will not be paying attention to your idea. So you have to create a launch that is effective, that brings people in and creates that relationship with you. Does that make sense? Tell me, let me know if this makes sense. Your training on that is amazing. It really helped me. Natasha says, "Oh, thank you." So, does it make sense what I'm saying to you right now? And have you found yourself making these very same mistakes right now? So, what's next? The one in the members club says, "Oh, thank you, Natasha." So Natasha's been a member of our Women in Business community for God, coming up to 6 months, I think. And yeah, you've been really taking action on a lot of the training, and it has helped you. It has transformed your business. I was actually thinking about you, Natasha, today, and thinking, gosh, we've spoken about you launching your business back in August, right? I met up with Natasha in August. She booked a one-on-one mentoring session with me. We met up in August. I'm just going to, before we go into the next slide, I want to talk about the right way of doing a launch, right? So Natasha had an idea to launch her training academy. She spoke to me in August. Then she went and learned something. She went on to our members club, learned how to launch an idea, how to launch her business. She went through the whole training. And over the last 3 months, she has been doing nothing but talking about what she's going to do. She has been gaining interest. She's been speaking to people, raising awareness, speaking to people on her Instagram, basically hustling for her audience, right? She wasn't selling anything. She wasn't like saying to you, come and buy something. No, she was just saying, there's something coming. Stay tuned. There's something coming. I have something for you. And giving a lot of value, free value, just giving it. Last 3 months. And now, only over the last few days, she's starting to launch her business. She's actually starting to say, now, we're almost there. You will be able to buy this thing. And now her audience are like, Natasha, give it to me already, because I've been waiting for this for 3 months. I've been watching you. You've been teasing me. You've been giving me snippets of it, little videos, little something. But oh my God, I want this already. Give it to me, right? So that has Natasha done that. And that's how she's launching. 3 months. She's been building and building that excitement and that anticipation and that audience. And now she's launching right now in December, right? So it's taken 3-4 months to actually warm that audience. But guess what? Her launch is going to be successful. It's going to be uber successful because she's done the legwork. She's done the conversations. She's done the research. She's had DMs and, emails and all of that thing. And now she's launching her idea. So yes, it takes time, but that is far more successful approach than saying, hey, I'm here, buy my product, and then no one buys it, right? And Natasha says they are actually subscribing. I'm not surprised because you've done an amazing job at launching your idea. And I just want to put it out there because, we have to celebrate each other. And when you've done something right, oh my goodness, it's going to work. And you're going to be like, oh my God, this is actually working. So you're most welcome, Natasha, anytime. So this was our actual launch event. This is our launch event, June 2017. And this is Chelsea. Chelsea and her sister in this picture, they flew from Oklahoma to London to be at our very first event. And Chelsea is incredible. She's a mom of 4 and she's deaf. So she can't hear. She doesn't have a hearing, but she reads sign language, right? She reads sign language and she reads lips, and she has a hearing aid as well. And she was incredible. She's one of those people that just doesn't give a shit, right? She doesn't care. She was get up on stage, and what she done at this event, she was a guest of honor, and she got up on stage and she was really confident. She was like, I don't know what I'm gonna say, and I'm deaf and I'm mom of 3 at the time, and I'm just here to meet you guys. And she was just herself, and she made people laugh. But one of the reasons why she's confident and she really charms people with who she is, with her personality, she doesn't really care. Her confidence comes from not caring what people are going to say or what people are going to do, right? So she's incredible. She's multi-entrepreneur, inspirational speaker, and she's a member of our community, and she is a chairleader for our disability aspect of the members community, of cheering everyone on, anyone with disability. So she's our spokesperson for those with disabilities. So don't let anything hold you back. Yes, you may not have the perfect hair, the eyes, whatever, the heights, just be confident in who you are. Just own who you are. When you can own who you are, you'll be successful and people will love you anyway, right? As entrepreneurs, our main job, which I realized a long time ago, our main job is to sell the vision, right? You see that idea, that light bulb that doesn't actually exist yet? Your job is to sell that idea or that light bulb that doesn't exist yet, right? So we as entrepreneurs, we sell ideas, we sell concepts that doesn't yet exist. So how do you actually create a launch for something that doesn't actually even exist yet? Is you sell the idea. When you're confident and you have the conviction in your idea, you truly believe in what it is that you're going to do, you start to sell the vision, right? Start selling the vision. If you want to launch candles, if you want to launch journals, if you want to launch coaching program, start selling the vision and have 100% conviction in that vision. Because when you have 100% conviction in that vision, people will buy into it. And I tell you, hundreds and thousands of entrepreneurs successfully sold their products and services based on conviction. Not because that product already existed and not because that product was already perfect in its entirety. No, in most cases, that product didn't even exist. It didn't even exist. It wasn't even a physical product, or it wasn't nothing that you can touch or feel or consume. It was just an idea. But you as entrepreneur, you have to sell the vision. You have to sell the vision that you have in your mind. And if you can sell that vision, if you can successfully convince someone to believe in your idea, then you will be successful, right? Then you will be successful. So do you have that self-conviction in yourself, in your ideas, in your concepts, to actually sell that vision and say to someone, this exists. This idea, this thing that I'm selling exists in my mind. So if it exists in my mind, it exists in reality. And when people start to buy into your vision and believe in your vision, that is when you're going to have your clients, your customers, your people, your tribe. They will be backing you. They will be walking with you, alongside you, with your business until you make that vision happen. So entrepreneurs don't sell products. We don't sell the perfection, the perfect product or the service. We sell the vision. And now my question to you is, what is your vision? I want you to write it out in the chat box and tell me, what is your vision? What it is that you sell for people? What can you do for people? What is the vision that you're selling to people? What is a transformation, right? What transformation are you selling to people? Are you changing their lives, right? Are you creating better lives? Are you making their home more comfortable? Are you making their bath time beautiful and luxurious? And, what are you selling? So in this chat box, this is your opportunity to shine, right? This is a free space in this chat box. Tell me what it is that you're selling. Sell me your vision as entrepreneur. Use it as a practice, right? This is a free space for you. We're not paying for this webinar right now, but this is your spot to right now shine the light on what it is that you do. And then ask yourself, Can you actually go further than everybody else has gone in this, right? Can you go a little bit further with this? Because people tend to give up on the first hurdle. People tend to just say, "Oh, this is difficult. This is hard. I know." But if you want to be successful, you want to be able to overcome that difficult. You want to be able to overcome that hurdle. And I'm not seeing your comments, ladies. Should I just stop this webinar right now? If I'm not seeing any comments, are you selling your vision to me or are you giving up right here? Are you ready to chuck in the towel and say, this is difficult? I know. But sell me your vision. What is the transformation you're going to give to your clients, to your customers? Be the entrepreneur. Own yourself. Own this place. Own the thing that you're doing. And be like Chelsea. You don't care what people say. You don't care that it's not going to be perfect, right? Just don't care about it. Just show up because you know what? You love what you do. And that is the reason you're going to be successful as an entrepreneur. So remember, most people will give up at the first hurdle. But guess what? You are not most people. You are extraordinary, my girl. You are extraordinary because you have chosen to pursue your dreams. You have chosen to be an entrepreneur, right? You have chosen to be your own boss, your own business owner, right? You have chosen this path for yourself. You're extraordinary to start with because you have made this choice. You wanted to empower yourself. You wanted the success for you, your family, for yourself. You're only doing this for yourself. So I want you to pitch me right now. Pitch me your business. Pitch me the transformation. Sell me your vision for your business. Why should I come and buy from you? And I guarantee you, at the end of this webinar, I will buy a product from one of you ladies. Pitch me your idea. If you know you're going to get a sale at the end of this webinar, why would you not pitch me? Why would you waste this opportunity? Potentially, there's 50 women on this webinar. If you take this opportunity to pitch me or other ladies on this webinar right now, and you know you could not fail because your potential audience are here right now. Imagine if I told you that by doing this pitch right now and selling me your vision, you're going to sell 50 of your products. 100 of your products if you knew you couldn't fail, right? So imagine all 50 of the women on this webinar right now would buy your product. Would you not take that opportunity? Would you not take the opportunity? If you got on a lift with Richard Branson right now and you had 30 seconds to pitch him your vision and sell your idea, even if it doesn't exist, would you let that opportunity slip? Would you? So I want you right now to write your pitch right now in the chat box. Vivian says, peace of mind to focus on their business and family life. This is what I'm selling. Amazing, Vivian. Go, girl. So you are the first one in. Lakeisha says, I'm selling the vision of work-life balance and debt-free life. Amazing. That is what I want to hear. You're selling me work-life balance and debt-free life. I want to have that. I want to know more, Lakeisha, right? Kirsty, I work with business owners to find the true benefits for them having their business and take their why to the next level. This impacts every aspect of their business and allows the businesses to grow for their owners to sleep at night. Again, right? What is the transformation you're giving them? MJ saying, a mindset do-over, building self-worth, self-confidence by loving yourself first. I created 14-day challenge, which consists of 14 steps to learn, love yourself in order to live life fully with joy, purpose, and alignment. Amazing. So I want to hear your pitches. Why am I here? Ladies, why am I here? Because I want to see you succeed. I want you to be successful in taking your ideas to the next level. There's no more time playing small. There's no more time overthinking things. There's no more time saying tomorrow, I'm going to wait for another certificate. I'm going to wait for perfection. I'm going to wait to finish my website. Why wait? Pitch your ideas today, because entrepreneurs sell vision. If you can sell your vision today, tomorrow, the sooner you learn to pitch your vision and pitch your ideas to other people, the quicker you'll get to success. Because even with a perfect website, with a perfect landing page, with a perfect pitch, with a perfect webinar, you'll be doing just the same thing. You will be doing this exercise over and over and over and over again, whether you meet someone on the train, you'll meet someone at an event, or breakfast morning, or online, or through social media, in the group. Wherever you're going to meet people or your ideal client, you're going to have to do this exercise over and over again. So the quicker you can learn this exercise of pitching your vision and selling your vision to other people, the quicker you get to success. And I rest my peace. I rest my case. If you're not pitching right now, then you're not ready to take action. But this is not why we're here for, because we are winners. So the first thing to do in your business in order to succeed is to test your ideas, test the waters. And by doing just that, what you did right now, by pitching me, you're testing the waters, right? You're going to say this, sell this vision in one way, right? You're going to test the waters and say, this is what I do. Now, that might not resonate with people. That might kind of not quite hit the mark with them. They might not feel like it truly touched them. It may not connected at that time. Maybe it wasn't for them at that particular time. So you're going to have to test the waters. And you're going to have to test the waters over and over again, right? Because things change. Your audience may change. Your audience may not be at the right time. And before you actually launch your idea, you want to test the waters. You want to keep testing the waters. You want to keep pitching. The more times you can pitch to someone your ideas, your business, your concept, get on the phone, get into people's DMs, keep pitching and keep changing and adjusting, you will be able to validate your idea. You will know, is there demand for what I'm doing? Is there someone who will pay money for this product or service that I'm doing? Now, if you're not pitching your product or service, how do you know, after you have spent 6 months overthinking, another 6 months striving for perfection, and then another 6 months trying to create a launch, how do you know anyone is actually going to pay you money? So now you wasted a whole year and a half and you're not further along, because now you're trying to sell your product, when all along you should have been already testing waters and trying to sell your product or idea a year ago, right? You should be already testing waters. If you have an idea that you want to launch, a business that you want to create, whatever it is that you want to do, you want to test the waters now. Pitch it to your family, to your dog, to your neighbor, to everyone on your Facebook. Figure it out. Figure out if your idea is worth pursuing. Find out if there is demand. Anyone going to buy it? Knock on doors and say, are you going to buy it? Should I build it? Should I actually bother building this perfect website with, bells and whistles? Should I be investing $5,000 into building this whole platform? Or should I just not bother? So you got to pitch to people. You have to practice this skill. Then you have to identify who is your ideal client, because your dog, your neighbor, your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother might not be your ideal audience. They may not be your customers, but you need to find your ideal customer. So you need to identify who they are. Who are they? Who is this person that's going to buy my product? Whose problem can I solve, right? So you got to find a pain point. You got to find out, what is the pain point that you're solving for who, right? So if you are doing a mindset do-over to build up self-confidence and self-worth, for who? Who is this person? What is their age? What do they do? Where do they live? What is their pain point? Why do they have self-confidence issues? If you're able to identify all these things, then you will be able to figure out their pain points, or, if you can find out who this person is, then you'll be able to target them and speak to them and find them, right? But if you're not testing your idea, if you're not putting yourself out there, if you're not having these conversations, then how are you going to validate your idea? And who are you going to sell it to? If you haven't validated your idea, sooner or later you'll fail. So, few things. Amazing. MJ says, I had a beta group and did a survey to know this could work. Fortunately for me, it did. Amazing. So you did have the courage to go out there and speak to people, ask them questions, right? Ask them questions, as many questions that you can ask. Crystal says, I want each of my customers to feel a nostalgia on home-cooked desserts in the form of scents, as well as joy from unique creations that they can bring to friends and family. Amazing. That is beautiful. So if you're starting out in business, branding is really important because that will help you to stand out. It will help you to stand out from the crowd. It will help you to stand out from everybody else because this is going to be unique. This is you, right? So what does your brand stand for? Does it have a meaning? Does your brand name have a meaning? Do you have a story? What value do you deliver as your brand, as a unique brand that you are? What value do you offer to other people? And how will it emotionally connect with your audience, right? How is it going to connect? Make that connection. If you want to be serving, let's say, other entrepreneurs or, whoever your audience is that you identified, how are you going to connect? What are the stories that you're going to be telling them, right? You want to create some stories around your purpose, about your why, about your brand, about the people that you're trying to serve. Again, when you learn how to do storytelling around the person's pain points, around the person's belief system, around the person's desires, and create a story for them, then you will be able to connect with your brand. And brand is really, really powerful. Brand stories are incredibly powerful things. So again, this is just some of the things that you will need to learn in business. And if you don't believe me, you'll find out. I know you'll find out in the years to come. But I'm telling you now because I want you to get there faster. I want you to succeed a little bit faster. So you know what it is that you need to do, right? If you know what you need to do, and I can give you the heads up and say, hey, this is what you're going to need when you get started, right? So what else do we need? We need money, right? So every business needs to be focused on the money in order to survive. If you're not bringing in the money, you're going to fold eventually, right? So you do need to focus on the money. So do you have the money savvy to turn $1 into $2 or $3 into $6? Money is about that. If you're going to invest in yourself, in a website, in a product, in, like, let's say Crystal, right? So Crystal, you need to invest in your product, right? You need to invest something to create a physical product. And that's why I love physical products, because it's tangible, right? Because with services or online stuff, it's much more difficult to put your finger on it. So imagine you have to create this physical product. Let's say you're starting to make candles, right? And you want to sell your candles. You've done a research, you've done awareness, you started talking about it, you've done the legwork, and you know that, okay, at least 20 people on your subscribers list know that they will want to buy it, right? But now in order to make these products, you actually need to invest some money. So it may take you $1 to create this product. I'm not saying that's how much it's going to cost you, but let's say it's going to take you $1 to make this product, right? You need to invest $1 in order to make that product. Now, how many products are you going to make? If you're going to make 100 of these products, but you have no one buying your products, or you haven't got a clue how many people are going to buy it, then you just wasted your $100, right? On creating 100 products that no one wants. So you don't want to find yourself in this situation where you invested all your money into something that no one wants, right? Test the waters first, right? So now when you created that visibility, you created that awareness, you sold the vision, you know people can't wait to buy this thing, invest that $1 and turn that $1 into two. When you turn that $1 into two, you invest that $2 and you create four. You invest those $4 and you create eight, right? That's how business works. You invest money in order to make more of it. So whether you have a physical product, a service-based product, a side hustle, in order for you to acquire a customer, a buyer, you need to invest something, right? And I'll tell you what you need to invest in the next slide. But there's things that you will need to invest in order to make more money. And that's the only way your business is going to succeed, is if it's making return on your investment. And that's very simple, right? Simple maths. If you invest $1 and you get 90 cents back, it's not a bit good business, is it? Because it's actually costing you 10 cents to create this product. It's costing you 10 cents before you actually make any profit, right? So be money savvy. You need to be money savvy in order to succeed in business. Just think about the numbers. What is it that you need to invest in order to make the $2 out of one? So what do you need to invest in order to get you closer to your goal? Because if you have a goal to whether sell products, sell services, what is it that you need to invest in right now in order to make more money? So there's a few things that you can actually invest in your business that will help you get closer to where you want to be. So when starting out, there's a few things that you can invest in. One is a setting up of your business, right? You want to set up your business. You may need to invest in your products and your stock, right? If you got physical products, you may need to invest in the website and things like that. The one thing that you can't really sideline or just say, I'll think about it later, is the legals, right? You want to cover yourself. If you're building a website, you will need terms and conditions. You will need the legal aspect of things. So always cover yourself with the legals. Really, really important. Don't overlook it. Whether terms and conditions, whether contracts, whether your products being approved by whatever the regulations are. So don't overlook the legals, because that could get you in a lot of trouble, right? And do a bit of research. What legal aspects do you need to whether to invest or to take care of. Then when setting up, you'll need to invest in marketing. You have to get visible, right? You have to acquire customers. So whether you're going to invest in creating a brand, a website, or you're going to do it yourself, or you're going to invest your time, right? Your time is also very, very, very precious commodity, because as entrepreneurs, we may not have much money. We also don't have that much time, because then time becomes a precious commodity. Because remember, you can do anything, but you can't do everything, because we all have 24 hours in a day to make use of. You can't work 24 hours a day, right? So you'll need to invest in social media. You need to set it up. You'll need to start your social media platforms. You're going to need to do some branding. Again, create your stories, create your visuals, your brand, your logos. All of these things will make a huge difference for your business. And then last but not least is systems. You'll need systems. You'll need to be able to take payments. You'll need to be able to email people. You maybe website, accounting system, automation, email softwares, invoicing, whatever are those systems. Every single business is run on systems, right? And if you think you can get by without it, you're just fooling yourself, right? So you'll need to set up your systems, your social media, your legals, your branding. You'll need to start to think about setting it all up before you be up and running. So there's a lot to do. There is a lot to do. But guess what? When you set it up, you'll be hitting the ground running, right? Things that you want to invest in your business, right? There's things that you will need to invest, and there might be a whole lot of other things, but these are my recommendations where you should be investing some of your money in order to grow and succeed. First thing that you want to invest in is your own learning, whether time or money, because as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, We haven't got unlimited resources. So there's a lot of things that we need to do ourselves, whether it's branding, whether it's marketing, whether it's social media, the copywriting, the website. Girl, I had to learn a whole lot of these things because when I was starting out in business, I didn't have funds. I didn't have the money to invest in my business, right? So I had to learn how to create a website. I had to learn how to do my own, copywriting and branding and figuring out writing a business plan. I had to literally figure it out. So you got to invest in your own learning because the more you know and understand and able to do yourself, the less you'll need to outsource. And especially when you have no clue, people will take you for a ride, right? People will actually take advantage of you not knowing how long it takes to change a landing page or to do a little something on your website. People will charge you $100 for 5 seconds job because you don't know how to do it. So you need to invest in your own learning so you know the ropes, right? That you understand of what it is, how it works, at least how it works, right? Invest in your legal structure and, whether it's incorporating your business or covering yourself with insurance. Insurance is so important. Don't overlook that because as small businesses, we can't afford to be sued, right? So make sure that you cover yourself legally. You may want to invest in mentoring or coaching. So especially if you're coaching industry or, places where you need guidance, don't be afraid to invest in mentors and coaches because when you do that, they'll show you the mistakes to avoid. Like today, I told you about the mistakes to avoid. That will probably have saved you at least a couple £100 or dollars, or, at least saved you a day, right? And having to figure out for yourself, right? And some of the advice that you'll get from your mentors and coaches will be invaluable to your success. It will be probably instrumental to your success. So you can't go without investing in yourself, your own learning and mentoring to some extent, right? Then you may want to invest in support, virtual assistant, website, accounting, all of those things you will need to invest in. Then you may want to invest in community events and networking, places where you can meet other like-minded people, right? Where you can meet your clients, your customers. You might want to go out to your local events, international events, networking, exhibitions, communities online, something like Women in Business community. You got to invest in yourself in order to put yourself out there. If all you're doing is have an idea and you're sitting behind your computer screen and thinking, I'm building a business, you're just fooling yourself. Because you're not. You just overthinking it and you're not taking action. So get out there, put yourself out there, get your ideas out there, and get in front of people. Talk, just have a conversation. So before you take a leap, grow your audience. Grow your audience, test the waters. Test it, ask for feedback, have conversations, put yourself out there. Test pitching your idea because you'll have to do it over and over and over and over and over again. And I can't tell you enough how many times you're going to have to pitch your business or idea to clients, customers, investors, whoever, you're trying to convince of your idea. Plan a launch. Don't overlook the fact that you need a launch. If you're going to start a new business, you're going to put yourself out there, your brand, plan a launch. Prepare for your launch. And it's going to be a success, right? And just don't wait for perfection. There's no time to wait for perfection. It doesn't exist. It'll never be perfect. Just put yourself out there. So why launch? Successful launch creates most results with least amount of effort because people have a herd mentality. They go where everyone else are going and they buy what everyone else is buying. So successful launches create this herd mentality where everybody rushes at it because you have created enough anticipation, right? Think about Apple launches. Think about, these celebrity launches that they do. Yes, they're celebrities, right? They have a lot of money to put behind it. They have a lot of people. They have built up the anticipation. They built from nothing. Every single business, every single celebrity was built from nothing, right? Didn't just happen. So You need a launch. You definitely need a launch for any business. Ladies, are you still here with me? I'm not seeing any comments. Are you still with me right now? And what is the first thing are you going to take action on in your business? I want to know. Lakeisha says, yes, amazing. So what is the first thing that you're going to do in your business right now? Now you that sat through this workshop, what are you going to be doing right now in your business? I want to know. Let me know. I told you. Did you have enough value in this workshop? Did you actually get any value out of this workshop? Because, sometimes it feels like I'm just talking to myself right here. And before I came onto this workshop, I didn't know exactly what I was going to tell you. This is the first time I'm running this workshop. But the reason I'm so passionate about it, because I've been through it, right? All these mistakes, all these tips, all these ideas, I actually been through most of them, or have seen other entrepreneurs and I help them go through it and that's why I'm so passionate when I'm talking about it, is because I'm talking from experience. I'm not talking because I made it up because everybody else is saying it. No, because I've been through it. And, I want to help you avoid those mistakes and actually get to that success a little bit faster without hopefully making those mistakes. Kirsten says, yes, still here taking notes. Natasha, great stuff. So Natasha says, I need to test the waters. Plenty of value. I can't believe you're giving it all away. Bless you. I know. But you know what? You're going to turn around 3 months later and say to me, Ray, you told me so. You told me to test the waters. You told me not launch my business overnight, right? You told me not to do this. And I followed your advice. And I took 3 months to launch my business properly and prepare it. And then you're going to say to me, look, it worked. It actually worked. So I know that's going to happen. And I'm not afraid to give away what I know. I'm not afraid to give value to you because I know this is going to help you succeed. And if it's going to help you succeed, it's going to help me succeed, right? And and then when you succeed, you're going to help somebody else succeed. So it comes back to our ethos of empowered women truly empower other women, because when you become successful, you'll be able to help others, right? And hopefully we'll be buying each other's products and services. Kessa says, I need to get clear on my vision to deliver to everyone and have a stronger launch. Yes, that's really good. And just says, I'm going to start and stop going for perfection before I jump. Yes, amazing. So stop striving for perfection. Just try. Just put yourself out there. Just do a pitch. Just pitch it to someone. Write me a message and say, I'm practicing my pitch. What do you think, right? Lakeisha says, I need to refocus and prepare for a launch. Amazing. Good. That is a solid plan. Refocus and do the launch, because when you do a launch, I guarantee you, honestly, if you put in a lot of or enough legwork beforehand, your launch will be massive, right? When people are talking about it, when they're anticipating, when they're buying, and then when even one person buys a product, you say, hey, this person bought the product. And then guess what? Somebody else, oh my God, someone bought a product from her. I want to find out what this product is. And the next person comes and says, hey, I want to check out your product because I saw my friend bought a product from you. And the next person, right? So you create this buzz because you starting to talk about all these people buying a product or service from you. And then everybody else start to buy a product or service from you, right? So it's just that velocity that it just picks up, right? Yes, Natasha says, I always listen to you and send everyone your way. Amazing. Yes, Natasha, but you come back to me a few months later and say, girl, it worked. I'm like, I know, because I've been there. So, ladies, I have something really exciting. I have promised you a bonus. I'll give you your bonus in a moment because I need to close the screen, but I have just a few more slides. I have something really exciting to share with you. And some of you may have heard that we have just launched a Women in Business Startup Club. So Women in Business Startup Club is officially open for enrollment. And this is a place where we actually help you to get to that next stage. If you want to plan a launch, if you want to create your pitch, if you want to start focusing on your branding or rebranding or your sales, this is a place where we help you achieve it, right? This is a place where we share our insight knowledge on how to create a launch, how to actually generate more leads, how to do sales, marketing, how to do the tech, how to focus on the money. This is where we help and support you, because the Women in Business Club has been running for over a year, and we have created over 60 hours, maybe 70 hours of content. And I mean, amazing content by some of the most amazing experts. People have been in business, have been through these lessons, myself, I have delivered maybe 12, 15 videos and trainings within the members club, focusing on individual parts of, let's say, launching, creating your lead magnet, creating an event, or, all of these things. Anyway, I want to invite you to a startup club, because this is open for enrollment, and this is probably the most affordable way to invest in yourself. Before you take a leap for a coach, before you take a leap for mentoring, for any other next course that you may be looking out on, maybe you're thinking about taking this course, that course, enroll in the Women in Business Startup Club, because this is the starting place for your business success. So let me tell you what you get within the Startup Club. So Women in Business Startup Club is designed for women in their first year of business. So if you are at the beginnings of your business, this is the place to start, because what you're going to get with the Women in Business Startup Club, not only the mentoring and support and the community by other like-minded people, and being able to invest in us as a community to help everyone else grow, right? You'll be part of our ethos and part of us spreading this love and message and support for other female entrepreneurs. You'll get access to startup guidance and clarity. Everything that I'm teaching today is covered in so much more detail within the Startup Club. You'll learn how to brand your business and how to create your key messaging, how to do your copywriting, how to sell your vision. There's a whole month of content already available with action points, how to test your idea, how to put your first survey, how to attract your ideal clients, how to promote yourself on social media, how to do your copywriting skills, right? How to plan your website and set up your tech and your systems for your business to run efficiently, right? You'll learn about content creation, and you have simple templates and workbooks to help you along the way. In our Women in Business Startup Club, we have selected some of the best content available from the Women in Business community and tailor-made it for you with lots of training expert videos, ebooks, and bonus content. All right. So the price for the Women in Business Startup Club is unbelievably affordable. It's $1 a day. If if you are in the States, it's $1 a day. And this is where you can actually grow your business. So if you invest in yourself right now, you can actually, take your business to the next level. The link is underneath this video. So if you see Startup Club, a green link underneath this video, click on it now, and you will be able to get to our landing page. So what else is included in the Startup Club? I'm really excited because I've been waiting to launch this for you ladies, because so many of you have asked me, where do I begin? Where do I begin? So we value packed this Startup Club for you. So what's included? Monthly expert training videos. So you get every month, you get a new bundle that launches, and you have 2 expert training videos on very, very specific topics to help you take you from A to B. You'll have practical workbooks to help you take action. So we have mini checklists and workbooks so you can start mapping your launches. You can start creating your landing pages, all the things that you need in order to launch your business. Monthly action points. So every month you'll have a few emails that goes out to you and gives you action points, and also action points listed within the Women in Business Startup Club. So these are the tasks to help you move your business forward, right? Then you also have access to our supportive Facebook group, both our main Facebook group with 1,600 women in there, which you can practice pitching yourself and doing all of these things, and also members only group. right? Then you have access to bonus live workshops from our main Women in Business Members Club. Now, these Women in Business Members Club workbooks or workshops are actually only available to members who pay $40 to be in our members club, right? But you'll get it for $29.99. You'll get access to our live workshops every month. Then you'll have exclusive Empowered Women music playlists, because who doesn't love some inspiring music? I mean, I love to put on some good music in the morning, and I've created my favorite music playlist just for you. Handpicked my songs. I'm like, look, ladies, we need to have some fun while we're creating our empire, right? Members only blog section. So we have a dedicated blog section, priority booking to our events. So anytime we have events or, anything that we have happening behind the scenes of the Women in Business Club, you will be invited because you are on the inside of the community and our member. You'll have ability to contribute to our community. You'll be able to contribute blog posts, articles, or, there are things that we always put out for our members to be able to contribute to. You also have access to an ambassador program, so you can also earn 20% commission for introducing other members to our community. And this is invaluable because if you're enjoying being part of the members club and you want to share it with others, we always have different programs for our ambassadors to help promote our launches and also earn some money doing it. And then you also have some discounts to additional courses. So if we have, let's say, Facebook ads course or lead funnels or lead gen or Instagram courses, you'll have discounts available to you. So if you want to check it out, you can go and visit womeninbusiness.club/startup club or the link underneath this video. So let me know who's already checking out our website right now. Few things that few ladies had to say about our community. So what our members had to say about our community. Natasha says, me, oh my goodness. It's a place I can ask all those questions about business that I wouldn't dare to ask elsewhere, because this community really has your back. It's inclusive. You can be yourself, and there is no such wisdom, and there's so much wisdom and willingness to help and point you in the right direction. Having lived in 4 different countries, I love this international tribe. So we are an international community. And Yvonne Dam lived in UK before, and now she lives in Amsterdam. And, she's still part of the members club because she loves the support that she receives from the community. Now, the topics that we cover within the Women in Business Club, Startup Club, are branding and visibility. So if you're focusing on branding or rebranding your business, this is a whole month worth of content that we have created together with action points, workbooks, cheat sheets, how to brand yourself, how to do your customer survey, how to put yourself out there. It's all there. Then we focus on confidence and mindset, how to build your confidence and how to build your mindset for success, right? For your business, for you to actually be able to succeed. We'll be focusing on money and finance, because you need to be able to be making money in your business. Because if you're investing $1, or let's say if you're investing $1 every month, I want you to get $2 back out of this, right? So the more successful you are, the more successful we all are, right? Because we're able to invest in our own businesses, we're able to support each other. We're still a small business, even though we have 140,000 followers. We're still a small business, and we appreciate every single member that supports us. But we support you back because we want to see you succeed. So we'll cover money and finance in much, much more detail in that theme. Social media and marketing. So of course you want to put yourself out there and be visible. So we'll be covering social media and all the tips and tricks from our experts, and myself will be giving you some of our Instagram tips and training and all other social media training. Systems and tech, because without systems and technology and a bit of legal, you really can't get that far in business. So we'll be teaching you a lot of that. Plus other workbooks and bonuses and things that you can use to help grow your business. So enrollment is open right now. It's your opportunity to be part of our members club, and we will support you all along the way. We will handhold you. you will not regret taking this leap and investing in yourself. Because if you're not investing in yourself, then, what are you doing? Are you taking action, or are you still sitting there and thinking, oh, I'm overthinking this? If you're still overthinking it, stop it. Stop overthinking and start taking action, because the sooner you start taking action in your business, the sooner you will be successful, right? And that's what you want. You want to get to that success. So don't let next year come along, 2020, almost here. When it's here, you don't want to be saying, oh, I wish I did it. I wish I took action, or I wish I enrolled in this members club, because the members club, the Women in Business Startup Club, isn't going to be open forever. So you got to take action now, because maybe next week, maybe the week after, the startup club will close, right? We will be closing our enrollment. So unless you take action now, you might have to regret it later, because next month or the 1 month after, when we reopen the startup club, it might be double the price, right? So you want to take action, and I'd love to see you on the inside at the Women in Business Startup Club, because if you're starting out in business, this is the place for you. So Nicolene says, what others had to say. So Nicolene says, what I truly love about the Women in Business Club is that each and every member and every guest to the events is highly professional, committed to helping other women in business to thrive. It's like being around sisters from one family without knowing them all. The Members Club provides amazing themes and content, amazing value for money, and it's a great support for my business. I'm truly proud and happy to be a member. So that was Nicolene, and she actually delivered a training for us as well within the club. So it's time to join your tribe, my love. Come and join us, become part of the tribe and our international community for female entrepreneurs. So Women in Business Startup Club is where you get the community support for your business to grow and flourish. You'll have access to all the resources that we have available for you, including workbooks, ebooks, checklists, music playlists, bonus content, workshops. There's really some amazing workshops. And after you have listened to it, after you have gone through the Women in Business Startup Club, you're going to tell me and say, Ray, I'm glad I listened to you that day when I sat on your webinar and I took all those notes and I took action and actually joined your startup club. That is when I started to take action in my business and turned things around. And in 6 months' time, you might be joining our retreat. You might be doing something really amazing and, investing in yourself and joining on our luxury retreats. Who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want additional, $50,000 or pounds to be able to invest in yourself? And let's say go on one of our luxury retreats, right? Why not? Because you can do it. I know you can do it. So get access to monthly bundles and be able to ask for help, because the community is always here to support you. So if you have any questions, I'd love to take any questions. I'm just going to come back and stop sharing my screen. If I can do that. There we are. Yay. Hi, hellos. I'm back. So I'm going to post a link here if you want to find out a little bit more. If you want me to show you around, what I'd love to do as well, I can show you around the inside of the members club. If you have any questions, let me know. But what I will do is actually show you around the startup club. So first of all, maybe I'll show you, am I sharing the right screen? There we are. So this is the inside of the members club area, the startup members club area. We have the main members club area and the startup club, your ambassador dashboard, and obviously your account. I got a round set, says Natasha. No worries, Natasha. Good to have you here. Thank you so much for sticking around. So things that you do receive within the Women in Business Club, members club, startup club. Oh my goodness. So you get a startup club branding and visibility bundle. So branding and content creation for your business. Let's get you started. Then next month in December, we'll be talking about Startup Club Confidence and Mindset Bundle. Lots of incredible workbooks and content there. Then we're talking about Launch Your Business Bundle. Basically everything A to Z of how to launch your business, how to build your first lead magnet, how to build your launch, how to lead generate, and how to run a promotion. Then the money and finance of how to manage and plan and price your products and manage your finances. Obviously, it's social media, because this is where your leads come from. This is where marketing happens. And that's where you can really shine as well. Tech and systems, and the whole systems behind your business to run it effectively. And we'll be adding more content as we go along. Then Empowered Women playlist, so it's right here, you can download it. Lots of other incredible bonuses, and I'll be posting the bonus here. So how to have a massive launch from a tiny list. That is a bonus that you will receive at the end of this workshop. Building consistent income. So this was an epic workshop that I delivered, and I will be sharing in the financial, in a tech and finance, money and finance bundle. So this is how to build your consistent income. It was an invaluable workshop. Money mindset, secrets of Instagram checklist, a glossary of tools that you need for your business, and that is really, really good and insightful for any business starting out. And then we have our podcast series of the Women in Business community, inspiring women's stories that you can listen to at any time. And obviously members only blog section, really, really valuable section where we release new content every month. So I want to show you how to sign up. If you haven't signed up yet, I just want to show you how you get to our startup club. So by the link that I shared in the chat box, this is the landing page that you need to get started. So this is all the information, a little video from me, and another video from me. And then this is how you actually sign up. This is what you receive: branding, visibility, launch your business, money and finance, social media bundle, confidence and mindset, business tools and systems. And yeah, all the information that you need is right here. And then you just click sign up button and you just register. You put your details in, and you can use either Stripe or PayPal, and it's only $29, and you can cancel at any time. So if you feel like, oh my goodness, it's too much, or I'm not sure if I can afford it, or any other reason, you can always cancel or upgrade or pause your membership. And at any time, if you don't feel like this is for you anymore, you can always, there's no risk, so you can always cancel. So let me know if you have any questions and how you enjoyed today's session. Have you enjoyed it? What was your biggest takeaway from today's session? So if you feel like, oh my goodness, that was the biggest takeaway for today, I wanna find out, because I want to see what actually resonated with you from today's workshop. What was the biggest takeaway that you got? And yeah, if you have any other questions specific to your business, I'd love to answer. And you know what? I know sometimes it's quite daunting to start a business. And like I said, can feel overwhelming. And sometimes you just overthink it and overthink, and you go circle in circles. But at some point, you need to take action. And with every time that you take action, new clarity, new lessons, new things will evolve in your mind. You will have new answers in how to do things, how to build your business, how to continue building your business, right? Or how to evolve your ideas. So the more action that you can take in your business, the more clarity you'll have. So you will never have to overthink again. Just start taking action. And by taking action, I promise you, you'll get there. So ladies, I have truly enjoyed delivering this session for you. I hope you had a great time hanging out with me today. Oh my goodness, before I go, oh my goodness, I almost forgot. Give me a second. So I want to share with you the bonus that I have promised. I'm so sorry, I forgot all about this. So this is the bonus workbook that you need, and this is how to have a launch, massive launch from a tiny list workbook. So make sure you check it out. You start planning your launch for your product, your service, and come back and tell me, if you've done really well, if it worked for you, if you've taken the advice and you actioned it, whatever it is that you've done, after this webinar with your notes, with what we've covered in today's session, I want you to come back and let me know how you got on with it. Or if you're planning a launch, if you want to test your pitch with me, go for it. I look forward to hearing each and every single one of you. So Dee's still here, Tasia's here, Crystal's here, Lou's here, Christy's here, Angie and Gabby. And obviously Natasha was here, Lakeisha was here, and Kirsty and MJ, and so many other, Vivian, Precious. So many of you were here today, and Krishma. So ladies, I will love you and leave you. And thank you so much for staying here and being for today's session. I really look forward to seeing you launch your business and, get yourself out there, start taking action, and start really pitching more people. Test the waters, because if you're not testing the waters, then, what are you doing? That skill will come handy every single time. It will come handy every single day. So pitch more people, pitch as many people as you can every single day. Sell your vision. As an entrepreneur, sell that vision, because someone will buy it from you. Kirsty says, the launch bonus looks great, amazing. So print it out, make a use of it. Make the most out of it. And Dee says, nice one, Ramonda, and you look amazing as always. Thank you so much, Dee. Really, really appreciate it. All right, it's Friday evening, so I'm going to go and retire for today, but thank you so much, everyone, for being here, and obviously for those who might be watching this on replay as well. Thank you so much. So ladies, enjoy the rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you very soon. Take care. Bye.